When you PvP, there's lots of different tricks and tactics you can do. Hey guys, I'm Shadow Dude. Today I'm going to be showing you how I PvP, my tactics, my tips and tricks. Sword. Your weapon is generally going to be in your first slot. I mean, from muscle memory and everything, you'll get the hang of it and just switching from that three to that one, just doing it. And now, how you can PvP with the sword, there are lots of different ways. Strafing. Strafing is where you get a good motion going, like 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and then you get good combos on them. Combos are where you do this, and then it hits them up farther. I will show you this with a creeper. It's kind of hard to do it, but eventually you got the hang of it, and then this, bam, comboed. See how he didn't hit the ground? See, comboed. I can try that with a smaller sword so it doesn't do as much. So it should be like this, 1 2. See how I got a combo there? Bam, combos. You gotta do this, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1, like that. If you do this with strafing, it can be hard to master, but like this. Like that. Let me do it once more. Alright. That time I didn't get many combos, but it still worked. And for critting, you only get crits. See, I'm jumping, didn't get a crit. Up, didn't crit. Up, didn't crit. See, I'm jumping, and I'm not critting. The trick is, you gotta jump down. In the down motion, you're gonna get the crits. So you can see, here, let me do this in the dark, so the zombies don't burn. When I do it without just normal jumping and on the down motion, I get crits. You see those star particles? Those are crits. You'll get them every time you do it. And this also works on players. Everything that works on mobs will work on players. And the sprint key. The sprint key is a very magical thing. Because if you're just pressing W 2 times, that's a pain to do. So when you hit something, let me get out a zombie here. Get out a zombie here and you do it like this, you're going to slow down every time you hit it. But if you do the sprint key, it should either be your control or shift. I have it on my shift. You can do some pretty insane stuff. Like get a nice combo crit. Like this. Like that. That's awesome. Watch. See, look at that. Look, you can do that with the sprint key. And here's WASD. Triple W. This is the W. Didn't really work too well. Block hitting. Block hitting is generally used if you're at low health and you want to get a nice combo. Be wary though, because this can rapidly slow you down. Look. Block hitting, normal hitting. Block hitting, normal hitting. Can rapidly slow you down. Like so. The bow comes with experience. And once you get used to it, you can shoot stuff, you can aim really good. Like, I'm going to try and hit that cold block. You got to aim it just a tiny bit above. Because you see, if I'm going to aim right at it, it's going to go under. Went right under it. So if you go a little bit up, it'll go up right on it. And to get Katniss level bow skills, it takes practice. It takes a lot of practice. So you can see here, I've practiced a lot, but I already have gotten really good bow skills. But it takes an imagination. And you got your single pullback, double pullback, triple pullback, and full pullback. And let's just test that out here. This is a single pullback. Can't reach it. A double pullback, like this, can reach it. And now, here I'm going to do a double pullback. That can do pretty amount of damage. It'll look like you're shooting pretty fast. And you know, once you get used to it, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. See how my bow is turning yellow that I'm firing? And triple bowback is just for when you're trying to, you know, get it right, like get a long hit or long shot. I don't generally use that, but it looks like you're firing really fast if you do this tactic. Flint and Steel. Flint and Steel is a very magical item. It takes practice, but it can be used to counter teams, and it can also be used to initiate a fight. You do it by doing this. But as you can see, let me get into survival here. Let me get some armor though. Yeah. And this, and this, and this. I'm gonna change it to survival right here. And I have it in my 4th slot because I have quick access to that and I can do that. Here's what I'll do. Like I'm running at him, then bam, Flint and Steel, he's on fire, knock him back into the fire. He's dead, I win. Because, I mean, you honestly don't expect this. I'm running at you, bam, done, you're dead. In the range for it, well, I'll get into that later. But it's 2 right-click, well, 4 right-click 1. You just gotta get used to that. 4 right-click 1, 4 right-click 1, 4 right-click 1, 4 right-click 1. Alright, let me change it to survival. Game mode 0, I think it is. So, you gotta practice not getting yourself on fire. Here's what I did when I started. Bam, on fire. It stinks. So you gotta learn to do that. Like, it takes practice, so once you get used to it though, it's 4 right click 1, 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 4 right click 1. You don't have to generally switch it back to your sword, but I mean, if you're doing a normal fight, then I suggest doing that, unless you're like fighting something else. This tactic is hard to learn and hard to use. You can also put it in 2, you can put it in 3, but this is the one I have most use for. Bam. I mean 4. 4 is the one I like most. Okay, next up, fishing rod. I personally have it in my 2 slot because I have quick access to it, and it knocks back just slightly. Let me turn it into game mode 0 here. The skeleton is gonna come at me, and I'm gonna go for it. It does minor knockback, but if it's coming at you, it's pretty insane how much the knockback is. Like, look at that, look at that. Come towards me, bam. Like, the knockback is good. You know how to use it. It's good, and the range for it varies, just like the bow. It just comes with experience. I'm pretty sure if you throw it right, it can get up to 15 blocks. But yeah, it just comes with experience, and you'll get the hang of it eventually. And I gotta switch to game mode before I die. And once you got the hang of that, you're gonna need to know a little basics for stuff. And like, here, I'm gonna grab a chest here, and it's gonna have a diamond sword in it. And fast clicking like this can also work, but once you got it there and you have to switch it, you don't have time to do this. So you know what you're going to do instead? You're going to hover over it, and it's going to say that, then you're going to click 1 on your keyboard, switches there. This works with anything. You can like switch it to any key. Look, I'm going to switch chest, diamond sword. So that is a useful tactic that I use. Yeah. Another one is a 180. A 180 can be used with the bow, the sword, the flint and steel. This is what I'm saying. If he's close behind you but he still can't reach you, do this with your sword. Bam! Block hit. But do it with your sprint key. Bam. With your bow you can do this. Like, you're running, bam, bow shot. Let me try it. Ready? This can work fine. The 180 flint and steel is the hardest to master. Once you get the hang of it, it's awesome. You just gotta get that motion. Like, practice it. Where you are, tell if that would work. Like, you can't just do this. Like, that's not a good idea. Like, do this. You can't sprint jump while you do it, because you won't do it. You have to do that. Like, you stop, bam. Bam. That's how you're going to do the 180 flint and steel. Alright guys, I'm on the Shield FFA server, and first off we're going to be trying all the 180s. Alright, so let me just get into a fight where there's a guy chasing me. Look, I'm on fire. This is another thing. The only way to counter a flint and steel is with another flint and steel. That's the only way to combo it. That's the only way to get it back. And now, let's see here. I'm running from this guy. Let's see, who am I running from right now? I'm going to die here. You gotta learn how to do that. And you can also do that with the bow. Let me find somebody who's gonna chase me. I will do some block hitting. It slows you down here. See, if a heavy swords user you're fighting, you're probably gonna die because it allows them to get a good strafe on you. And now I can do the 180 flint and steel. I'm dead, as you can see. Now I'm doing the 180 bow shot. He's far away. That's good. 180 blow shot. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna miss him. So don't be unconvinced that you're Don't be convinced that you're a bad PvPer. Oh no, I'm on fire. What shall I do? I know what I shall do. Turn back, 180 bow shot. Oh, okay. Let me get this 180 flint and steel right. Okay. Okay. So you can see I got him on fire. That's good. I'm gonna do the 180 bow shot here. As you can see, it's working fine. I killed him. That is a tactic that you can use a lot. And also that flint and steel, everything, your sword has a reach of 2.5 blocks in between your opponent. Your bow varies, one shot, double pullback, triple pullback, and biggest pullback. And your fishing rod also varies, I already told you. And your flint and steel has a max of 4 reach. I don't have it now, but I will show you it. Alright. I'm at low. Alright, I have the flint and steel, so it has a 4 reach. As you can see, it did fine with the 4 reach, and let's do some block hitting here. You can see the block hitting works fine. Okay, we have one more chance for the 180 flint and steel, which is good. Alright, I'm gonna find somebody to 180 and flint and steel. Alright, this guy is a perfect suspect. Here, come here, boy. Alright, I just gotta initiate the fight, you know? Alright, once I get somebody chasing me, then I can 180 flint and steel them. As you can see, I'm dying. Let's 180 flint and steel. Okay, so you can see that flint and steel did not work. I am getting hacked on right here. Okay, I think it is time to 180 bow shot here. The 180 bow shot attack that I'm using is very minor in damage, but it can be very effective. Okay, and flint and steel him, and we got it down. Next I am going to do strafing. Strafing is where you go sword to sword like this. Look. Alright, let's do some combos with it too. Bam. He's dead. Let's do this, koala. Come on. Come on, okay. I cannot do this because I'm dying. Alright guys, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this helps out for your PvP experience. And, well, subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you next time, dude.